Hello, and thank you for joining us on another edition of One-on-One with Gabriel Gonzalez. I am your host. Joining me today is Mesa County Commissioner Bobbie Daniel. Thank you for joining me today. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's always great to see you all of the commissioners. Y'all always inform us about what's going on in the community. Very needed and very appropriate. So today we are talking Japanese beetle. Kind of scares some people, but we always have to be aware. We always have to have some knowledge. So first, give us a little bit of the history of the Japanese beetle and why it's so important right now.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad that we're having a lot of these conversations and it's in the news a lot because we need to have our community involvement to beat back this beetle. The history of the Japanese beetle really kind of got going in the early 2000s in Palisade. And they were able to eradicate the Japanese beetle early on throughout that decade. They were very successful in that eradication. And so early in 2022, we were able to detect a Japanese beetle infestation in the north area. And we're thankful that our farmers and our green producers in the valley were able to communicate to the commissioners really what was happening. And then through that communication, we were able to respond appropriately and come up with a really good battle plan throughout 2023. So last year we started an early spray and we were able to spray over 1,200 properties.
Wow.
So it was a big spray. There were so many people that were able to bring a lot of information and knowledge to the community. CSU Extension has been fabulous to work with. Also, Colorado Agriculture, the Department of Colorado Agriculture was able to respond swiftly with traps and offer us a lot of information and data in that realm. The city of Grand Junction came really quickly to help, and everyone in the community has really rallied around this effort. So we're able to do an early spray, and then through trapping efforts and monitoring, we were able to just really keep an eye on where they were landing. We were focusing on the hot zone area, which seemed to be working really well. And we did detect a few in the Redlands area, and we expanded the hot zone area. And we were able to spray over almost 500 additional homes in the late season spray. So altogether, we were able to accomplish a big spray of over 1,600 homes.
Wow.
And it's kind of cool when you put it into a term that we can all understand. 209 football fields is what we're able to accomplish.
Wow.
And we had a 90% compliance rate, which I think is really huge, especially kicking off a first year program. And we're just we're getting started. We were able to complete that this year, and we're rallying the troops for this upcoming battle plan. What we're seeing is other counties and other states have taken on this Japanese beetle fight. Our partners over in Utah have a 5-county area that they've been treating, and they've been going on, this is their 5th or 6th year, and they've seen a reduction with their spray program, 25 to 30% reduction every year that they've sprayed. So.
Wow.
They're just continuing. We have good data to back up what our plan is. And so we're hoping for a 25 to 30% reduction every year. We're really targeting that irrigated turf, and that's where the beetles will lay dormant over the winter. And that's our target area. We're spraying with acelepryn, which is this great product that doesn't hurt bees or animals. The FDA has it classified less toxic than dish soap. So there is great data that comes along with that. It's a widely used product, and we're seeing a lot of residual in the soil, which is good. We weren't sure how our soils would respond. So that's good news that we're having such a great success with it.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. And you know
Yeah.
what? I think it's very important for people to know all of this information because they can be very, very dangerous. We've seen it in the past. We know what they can do to crops, and I mean that stuff is very, very important around here on the western slope. So we need to take care of them. Are they coming out now? Because we're getting out of winter, so isn't that when they start to come out?
They won't be coming out anytime soon.
Okay, good.
Really, they're in that heat of the summer is really where they'll emerge and start flying around. They are so devastating to ornamental plants, roses, peaches, sweet corn, and grapes. They will just devour everything in their path. So it's so important that we contain it and we eradicate them and really work to stop it right now in its tracks. The Grand Valley is an interesting demographic, geographically where we are at, because we have the mountains all around us. We've got the desert that will keep it from traveling to a certain degree, but that irrigated turf is really where we're trying to target it at. It doesn't really love the high elevations, so we just want to contain it and keep it where it's at. One of the cool things that we've been able to do, CSU Extension and the Colorado Department of Ag has put together a citizen scientist program. So the citizen scientists can host traps on their lawns, and we've had over 500 of these traps throughout the Grand Valley. And it's just been really amazing to watch our community come together and fight this Japanese beetle. And I couldn't be more proud of our community, the way that everybody has rallied.
Absolutely. I mean, we've reported it many times last year, so you can always look up that information. But also very quickly, because we are out of time, if somebody wanted to learn more information, where could they go to do that?
Oh, yes. So we've been able to put all of our information, even updated trapping information, on mesacounty.us. So it's on our website, and then you can also go to CSU Extension's websites as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Very important information. You're welcome. And of course, look out for yourself and look out for your neighbors to get rid of the beetle. Thanks again. We appreciate it.
Good.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after this.